Hello friends, and welcome to another Hemmings Auctions Week in Review. If this is your first time watching, welcome, thank you, and let me be clear, I do not live in the van. I only visit it to shoot this video. Sometimes I drive it places, but I didn't get out much in 2020, like a lot of us, which is the subject of today's video. 2020 is over. Hooray! To celebrate, we're going to look at some highlights from the last year on HemmingsAuctions.com. We sold everything from Model A's to Z28s. We sold motorcycles, boats, even a travel trailer. Pretty much the only thing we haven't sold yet is a plane, if that gives you any ideas. All told, we sold more than 650 sales at a sell-through rate of 80%, which totals up to $14.5 million. This is our first full year at Hemmings Auctions, so that's a record. And we also set some individual records, like this 1970 Chevrolet Impala SS convertible that sold for $65,100. There was no Impala SS in 1970, so the 454 cubic inch engine, that's 32 cups if you use cooking measurements, had the same horsepower rating as the previous year's 427 SS. So this was the top dog Impala of that year. And this price is more than double the result of the next highest 1970 Impala convertible. This 1973 Chevrolet El Camino SS 454 was another record, the most for a stock fourth generation El Camino at $28,350. They only made about 1,000 of these with the 454 in 1973, so there's fewer surviving today with the original engine, like in this example. But I think the real reason that it got this record price was that awesome swivel seat. I love it. And the $30,975 for this 1975 AMC Pacer. Yes, I said $30,975 an AMC Pacer. It actually beat a previous record from a 1976 Pacer we sold at the end of 2019 that went for $25,000. The record, of course, is all-time AMC Pacers that aren't associated with the movie Wayne's World. The movie car still has the record on that. But speaking of Wayne's World, did you ever think that this would apply to AMC Pacers?
Stop torturing yourself, man! You'll never afford it! Live in the now!
We also had some surprises in 2020 in the form of cars that went way over reserve, like this 1985 Cadillac Seville. Reserve $6,000, final bid $17,200. The total price you see includes the buyer's fee. Why? This Seville had one owner, just 22,000 miles. It was beautifully cared for. This could be the nicest 1985 Seville left in existence. That car got a great price because it was kind of a unicorn. Sometimes, though, you just get into a bidding war and the dollars start flying. Like on this 1957 Thunderbird that had a $7,500 reserve, basically, kind of a work in progress with a couple of rough spots. But that didn't stop the bidding from going all the way up to $27,300 is the final hammer price. That's still below the current average for a first-generation Thunderbird, so maybe all it took was two bidders that saw a diamond in the rough. And wrapping up our 2020 recap are the most popular sales. These are the listings that saw the most clicks on our website. At the top of that list is Ruby, a 1967 Mustang Resto Mod in the style of the Nicolas Cage movie car. It sold for $231,000. That's our biggest sale ever. And as I mentioned in our Resto Mod video, that's because this is an exceptional build, beautifully done. Corvettes are also popular at Hemmings Auctions, both in terms of the volume that we sell and those clicks. The most popular Corvette was this 1960 C1 that sold for $55,650. And, why was it so popular? It looks good. It's got some, nice two-tone paint. Maybe it's the ready-to-drive headline. That's enticing. Maybe it's the interesting option of a hardtop with no convertible top. Or, maybe it's just a nice Corvette and there doesn't have to be a reason behind everything. And speaking of not questioning reasons, rounding out our most popular listings of 2020 is this 2010 Corvette, modified to look like a split window 1967 Stingray. Before you say anything, I'm going to channel some Tennyson. Forward the striped Stingray. Was there a man dismayed? Not though the troller knew someone had blundered. Theirs was not to make reply. Theirs was not to reason why. Theirs but to live on line. Into the cars and coffee rode the Boomers C5. This is still listed as a premium classified, by the way, so make an offer and it could be yours. We'll be back next week with our usual recap of recent sales. In the meantime, visit HemmingsAuctions.com. We have new listings going up every day, plus premium classifieds you can buy right now. And while you're there, sign up for the newsletter, please. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.